Clemson if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cardinals will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work first. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clemson jumps to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before...
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Trying to pick up a first down. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the single running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed,
headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. trying to bully their way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a crease. It's Corn. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisville! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy that QB was going to be looking for in that play.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's high. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish.
Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's in open space downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little room. Gets it past the marker. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. And the Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. He wants to throw it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his big tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Cardinals come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quickly complete. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown Cardinals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. He now has 53 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Gonna run it. It's Amato. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the big fella. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hogs it downfield. Got it in the middle is where. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. To the air on 1st down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
That's why niggas, I'm stupid as hell. Rob.
Incompletion. They go back up top.
Man, this shit,
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 30.
Libero.
The Cardinals will punt this one away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. from the gun. Running back on the move. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right when you are.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. After converting that 4th down with the run, that opens up the playbook here on 1st down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
Aaron Fox is probably the best triple animation you'll unlock when you hit starter for NBA 2K26. It comes in with an 89 ball handle requirement for players under 6'5", and it's once again the #1 push
After
cross
swapping
animation.
into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Extending the play. Got rid of it just in time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Grab near the marker. It's Ware. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Get it out on the screen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Finds his man. It's Velez. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Bargava. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That's what what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Bringing it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Looking to fire. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just